On Divorce Court today. Together for a couple of years, they were ready to tie the knot, but then Brittany delivered a baby Romel didn't believe was his. Can a DNA test lead to wedding vows? Brittany Martin and Romel Penner have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court Before Your Vows starts now.
Ms. Martin, Mr. Penner, I'm here today on a Before Your Vows. You want my opinion as to whether or not you should get married, even though you recently took your engagement ring back from her, so that's not a good start. But we'll talk about that momentarily. I've given you compatibility tests, and we will talk about that as well. You have also given me your license with permission to tear it up, should I think it is ill-advised, or give it back to you, should I think that your union is a good idea. In addition, Ms. Martin, you have a child that is 1 year old. Mr. Penner, you're not altogether sure it's yours, and you wanted to know. We gave you a DNA test, and we have the results of that as well. But before we get to any of that, Ms. Martin, why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Mr. Penner and why you're not so sure you'll want to marry him?
Because, first of all, I left my family, friends, everybody, moved to Wisconsin with this man. And I'm from Tennessee. Okay. And I moved to Wisconsin, and off the jump, I got a job and was taking care of what I was supposed to be taking care of. And not knowing anybody, I met friends at work, and, you know, I wanted to go out and make friends, and went to a couple of things after work with a few coworkers, and I met a few of his friends before that. So in the meantime, I'm out, and I spot one of his friends who's obviously not speaking to me, didn't say anything, just watching me. And I didn't think too much about it. And then I get home, and he was like, well, such and such saw you, and you was all over this person, kissing this person, you left with this person. And, you know, I didn't pay no mind to it. I was just like, that's not true. And then ever since then, I'm a cheater, and when I got pregnant with my daughter, he automatically off the gate wasn't hearing it. It wasn't his, period.
Mr. Penner, do you believe that Ms. Martin was unfaithful to you?
Yes, I do, because, you know, my friends have no reason to lie to me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if they seen her out here doing something, you know, they're going to come back and tell me, you know, because we have a loyalty thing like that. I don't believe, you know, for a second that she wasn't out there kissing somebody, and because that's just the type of person she is.
Why do you think that's the type of person she is? She's an out at the club kissing people kind of person.
I mean, because, you know, hey, you know, when we met, you know, she was kissing me at the club, so, you know, I'm thinking.
But you were kissing her too.
Oh yeah. No doubt about that.
So that doesn't make you a cheater, right?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So why don't you tell me specifically what she does that makes you believe that she's the type of woman who would run around on you?
Because you know the old saying says that you know somebody keep accusing you of something, maybe they're the one that's doing something, you know, in their life.
So she's accusing you?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Of cheating?
Yes,
Are you?
She is. No, I'm not. Not at all.
So let me ask you this. What happened a couple of months ago when he took the ring back?
We got into it about a financial situation because I feel like I'm financially obligated to do everything. Like, I'm always the one, I gotta make sure the rent's paid, gotta make sure the lights on, TV. My kids need this, they need that, that comes first. When he gets paid, he takes his money and it's all the way, I got a show or a studio, CD, shirts. He's doing other recreational stuff, but you gotta have a place to stay.
Speaking of the show, you're an aspiring rapper, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know, I'm telling you, if all the aspiring rappers end up rappers, there won't be anybody left to listen.
What? Sure.
Are you pulling your weight financially?
Ma'am, I disagree with everything she just said. Because,
okay, well, tell me about it.
She's not the only one working. She's not the only one, the only breadwinner in the house. Basically, when it comes to the financial thing, she wants to do what she wants to do with the money. We take care of the bills, and, you know, we take care of our kids or whatever.
You say we.
We, as together.
Together,
not
I
just
understand
by herself.
that. She's saying that the we is really her.
No, that's
and
because...
what I'm trying to understand is how much of that we is you.
It's 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40. You know, either way, you know, but at the same time, with all due respect, she's trying to make it look like that I don't help out, I don't do this, I don't do that, which I do. What she wants to do is what she wants to do with the money. With my money, she wants to do what she wants to do with my money, and she wants to do what she wants to do with her money. She wants to take the money, go buy perms, $70, $80 pairs of flats or whatever, you know, just to keep up with the Joneses. You know, I'm trying to do something. This is my dream I have, and that I'm trying to do for my family. Now,
Mr. Penner, the rap business is very hard, and it's difficult when you're an aspiring rapper. How much do you make a month? I mean, I know it's not going to be consistent, but ballpark me.
I mean, I probably make about $2,000 a month.
Does he really?
Yes.
And of that $2,000, how much do you bring to pay the bills in the home?
Oh, that's first. Now, that's first. What she's mad about is that the money that I have left over, you know, the extra money that I might put towards...
That you reinvest in the business.
Because you have to invest in yourself to ever get anywhere. If I just sit here and don't invest in myself, I'll never make anything, you know?
Ms. Martin, do you understand that? In order to have a business, you need to reinvest in that business. Because if he blows up like... I always say a name and everybody says he was done 10 years ago, so I'm not going to say a name. But if he blows up like somebody big, whomever, Jay-Z, he's still hot. I got that part. If he blows up like Jay-Z, you know, you Junior Beyonce.
Yeah, but I just feel that the extra money that he does have over it, I can understand him putting some to it, or split it up, put some into that, put some in case on a rainy day in case you need something where we don't have to be struggling or be without.
Next, can a market list for tacos crush this relationship? If the ink on your marriage license is barely dry, but you're ready to call it quits, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real relationships in crisis. Divorce Court continues.
Ms. Martin, in your papers, you say you don't like the way Mr. Pinner talks to you. Why don't you tell me how he talks to you?
Romel talks down. He acts like I'm his child. I don't know if it's because he's 6 years older than me. He's like, I don't know if I'm dating my father or my boyfriend because, like, he picks me apart. I can say the wrong word that don't belong there, and he's just on me. He just eats me up.
Give me an example.
Well, for groceries, we was getting ready to make tacos, and I asked him to make a list of everything he wanted, so I wouldn't leave anything out. Went to the store, got everything that he had asked for, everything. I heard everything that he had said. So as I'm unpacking the groceries, he's going through the groceries behind me. Well, where's the refried beans? I'm like, you didn't say nothing about no beans. And next thing you know, he's knocking stuff over, and he's having a tantrum, talking about, you don't do nothing right. I don't know why I'm even here. Like, all this is coming from that. It's got to be more than that.
Did you lose your mind over refried beans?
See, Your Honor, she's overdramatic. You know what I'm saying? First of all,
I want to talk about refried beans.
Refried beans. You know, I love my beans. You know, I love my beans to death. So.
And in that particular circumstance, did you get angry because she didn't have refried beans?
I did get a little angry, but...
And when you say a little angry, tell me your conduct. What did you do?
Okay, first of all, the reason why I say she talks to me a certain way, too.
No. You answered my question. Okay. What was my question?
You asked me about the refried beans.
Please tell me the level of anger that you reached over the refried beans.
I mean, maybe a 4 or 5.
Were you yelling?
Maybe a little bit, but not just...
Did you throw anything around?
No, I didn't throw anything around.
Did you curse?
Yeah, I cursed.
Yes. Did you say she never does anything right?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that at all.
You cursed over refried beans?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you apologize afterwards, saying that was really childish of me and I shouldn't have done it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay, good. See, that's the... People make mistakes, but you got to forgive them when they ask for forgiveness. Now, Mr. Pinner, you wanted to tell me what she says to you. Why don't you tell me?
Basically, she talks to me crazy. Like, you know, she calls my phone and goes reckless, just like, where you at? Well, who's behind? You know, who's with you? And you better come home right now, or I'm leaving. And you know, it's always this and that. So it can get very, very harsh. You know,
expletives all in there,
exclamation marks. You know what I'm saying? Periods, everything. You know, fill in the blanks.
Well, curse words is what I meant.
Yes, ma'am. It gets
Ms. Martin, do you go over top with the language?
Yes, because Romel will ignore me. I'll ask him, send him a polite message or polite conversation. Oh yeah, okay, click. Just hangs up. Like before I can get what I'm saying out, he hangs up the phone like a kid. Like who does that? And I'll call back, and he's ignoring it. And then by the time he answered on the 16th call, I'm irate. Mm-hmm.
Do you not respond or reply to a rational concern the first time out the gate?
I mean, yes, but I mean, if it's not that important, I'm recording. I'm in the studio. You know, don't just keep calling me over and over. I got the first 15 messages that you sent me about, you know, you can't find the baby's cup.
Well, we're gonna figure out what is and is not important enough to have a telephone call about, and we're also going to resolve your concerns about whether or not that baby is yours.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, will a baby picture reveal the father's true identity?
Do you think Rommel should spend less on his music career and more on Britney and their children? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues.
I read your compatibility tests, and nothing shocking came out of it. I wasn't alarmed or amazed. I didn't have any exclamation marks or stars anywhere. So sometimes I do. I mean, it's typical male-female stuff. Like you wrote, and he said yes, no, maybe, Yeah. But which is cool, because that's what everybody is. It does indicate, however, that you two have a communication problem that is extraordinary, and that you think it's all him and you think it's all her. And when I'm going to say it's both of you. You know what I mean? Neither one of you knows how to speak to one another. And we're going to talk about that a little later on. But because I think you're probably more interested, and I'm more interested in, again, you not believing that baby is yours. There was one conversation that your friends had with you about her at a bar, correct?
Correct.
It was not ongoing. It was just that one occasion.
Correct.
Was it female friends or male friends?
It was male and female friends.
Male and female friends. Right. Is that the sole basis of your concern?
No, because the baby looks Puerto Rican and Indian. And
the baby looks Puerto Rican and Indian?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have a picture of the baby?
Do I have one? The picture?
Yeah, do we have a picture?
Yes, you
You don't think that looks like a black baby?
She's about 7 shades lighter than me.
I'm light.
And,
I'm light.
Yeah.
But you know.
Like I said, like at that point in time, it was somebody else that she was around, and the next thing you know, she's pregnant around the same time that she was with this other guy at the club, and she came home real late that night, so. Like,
oh my gosh,
that
is crazy.
Really? You know,
the
skin shade isn't about blending your shade with her shade. It's about all the shades that were back there, and you can get a recessive gene and this and that. I mean, my entire family, brown skin, except for this last one, he looked a little Chinese when he was born, because he just did, and he never darkened up. He just never darkened up. He's mine, I know he's mine, I had him. But he never darkened up, and it's just genetics, you know? So we're gonna look cute as she can be, too.
Thank you.
Mr. Penner, turn to your right. Repeat after me. Baby, I am so sorry.
Thank you. That's what I wanted.
I'm sorry.
This is the problem. This is all I wanted.
I'm sorry.
Like, that really hurt my feelings, that you would think that I'm that type of a person.
I'm sorry. I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
That's all I wanted.
It is so hurtful and painful for a man to deny that a woman who got up and moved from Tennessee to Wisconsin to be with him, who's holding down the fort economically, to have one of your friends or a couple of your friends say one thing and you deny the paternity of your child. I mean, that's just huge. All the things she's done on the one hand, and that little itty bitty evidence in that skin color. You know, don't they teach genetics in school anymore about the recessive genes? I learned all about that. Was Mendel's work all in vain? You guys just not paying any attention? But anyway, we've seen all the drama and the negativity, so, but you two still want to get married, so, Ms. Martin, why don't you give me your best 90-second sales job on why this man is the man for you?
I love Romeo because he's caring. He'll give you the shirt off his back, and I love him because he's my child's father, and I all around just love Romeo. I really do love Romeo, and I want to make it work, but just let you know today, if you can't start meeting me halfway, I'm not going to be able to be here no more. Because I need help, and we do have a communication problem, and I'm willing to work on it as long as you're willing to give me the same thing back. That's all I'm asking is effort. That's it.
If I was starving in the desert and you had a deli sandwich and you tried to sell it to me for nothing with that sales pitch, I'd keep walking. That was the worst I love you I ever heard in my life. Mr. Penner, can you do any better? 90 seconds.
Well,
go.
I love Brittany because, she's been by my side from the beginning, She take care of me when nobody else will, And I just, I love her from the bottom of my heart. We done been through a lot of things. Everybody has ups and downs. It's going to be some more ups and downs, And when it comes to her, she's just my boo. I love her to death,
You did better, but you didn't have the bar wasn't set very high.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
A, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And B, you're handsome.
Thank you.
Doesn't count for much, though, in a relationship. You two are emotionally immature. You speak to him in I want, I want, I want. He speaks to you in I want, I want, I want. Now, your wants are a little more mature because you want to feel secure. She's screaming, I don't feel safe, and you can't hear her. If you're going to be the man in her life, you've got to make her feel safe. And you don't think that that's important. And if you don't think making your wife feel safe is important, you're not prepared to be a husband. That's what that is. And I understand you have a career and you're aspiring to something, but before you did that, you got a woman to move from one place to another, and you made a baby with her. So you have obligations to her that are current, that do not involve the profession you aspire to join. Okay? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Number two, let me explain something to you about communication and men. You have to make a request, and it's got to be simple, and it's got to be direct, and it's got to be unemotional, and it's got to be, don't wait till you're frustrated. Because when you wait till you're frustrated, you get angry, you talk at them a lot, and what they hear is busy speak. And men do not like busy speak. They just don't like it. They don't mind anger, straight anger, dude on dude, but women with the busy speak kills them. They run. Yeah. They just break camp and go. So you never get excited. You always stay calm. You say, this is what I need, and this is why I need it, and this is what you ought to do about it. Then you got to come back with rational. You got to come back with, you put in here, like all guys do, and so did you. He's the head of the household. You can't lead if you're not willing to go first. So you got to go first with the maturity. You got to go first with the compromise. You got to go first with satisfying needs that you don't understand. That's your gig. And if you want to be a husband, if you love your boo to death, you got to give boo what she needs. Now, I'm going to give you this license, but I don't want you to use it until you've had some counseling, because you two do not know how to communicate with one another. And absent communication, your marriage does not have a chance. Are you going to promise me that?
Yes, ma'am.
If I hook it up, you're going to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then take it, don't use it yet. This matter is adjourned.
Brittany and Ramel agree with the judge and are seeking counseling to improve their communication. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.